A successful practice, and we take them through this journey. First thing, it's not an overnight sensation. It takes a long time. This is 3 to 5 years progression for a lot of them. In our group coaching, they have a lot of peer support from each other. They bring their own troubles to the table. They discuss those, find out what other people have done, and make shifts and changes. When we start those groups, the discussion is always backward focused. Well, we're doing this and this is the problem, and it's problem focused as well. Around about 6 to 10 months in, people start to talk about the present and the future, what we're going to do and what's going to change. And that's a significant change in mindset, the way they start to think about that. So some of the successful practices, you see that happening very rapidly. So they have a, first thing that happens, they shift their financial model from being non-profitable to crossing lines. So they improve their pricing, their invoicing, they stop missing opportunities, they take a proactive approach to the value. So they get the financial money, they reinvest that money back into control mechanisms, so they put in better communication systems. So we have a process called continuous improvement process, where they have a weekly or bi-weekly meeting, everyone in the practice for half an hour, and they just look at processes and improve those. And they actually look at how they can help each other in different departments. They put structures in place that make people responsible for different parts of the business, the marketing, the finance, the clinical, the HR, etc. Not as director roles, but certainly one person responsible for those. And they put in KPIs. They have how are we measuring our business, how are we measuring our client care, how are we measuring our patient care, how are we measuring our team harmony, how are we measuring our financials, and everyone gets informed of those. So it's just building normal business structures, but the thing that probably kicks them over the line to real success is the owners either delegating the responsibility for team development or stopping doing so much clinical work and taking on the role of team development. And because the thing that gets you to your first level of success is pure personal hard work. The next level of success is stepping back from that and putting a team in front of you. So the true leaders are managing a team of people that take their business forward, and that's when we get the exponential lifts in business, because you've created the systems and then you put the right people in place to manage the systems. The other interesting part of that is when you're low down on the scale, you can only employ people at that level. Once you're higher up, you can employ better people, and that's where the shifts make. It's the rest of the team that take the business forward. So we've seen practices move from no appointments, mixed practice, just bumbling around, the owners highly stressed, ready really to throw it in, to within 3 years that they are now purely small animal, hospital status. The two owners turn up when they need to. One is a very keen surgeon, so he just does surgery. The other one's keen on management, he's just doing the management. They have a full management team below them. We revalue practices every year for their behalf, and their actual asset value has gone from about £1.5 million to £4.5 million. In that, just in growth, they're growing by probably 17% a year. And it's just opened the box for them, and they're just doing things very differently. That's not unusual, but they don't all do that. So, like I said, the average profitability in a practice in the UK is probably around 5%. We would average for our platinum practices at least 17 to 18%.